Okay, now I was gonna watch this video on Ecuador since Ecuador has gone through a lot of political turmoil, and I think I watched a part of this video, which is done by I think Kid Organic, who now calls himself Don Mega. He was talking about Ecuador and how a lot of people are being killed in that country. And he did a video of Ecuador, of people, of some of these armed bandits basically sticking up people in a news station. And I read something about this in Business Week magazine about Ecuador, violence in Ecuador. A lot of these bandits, I think, rebels, they ganged up on one politician and assassinated him. And that guy, don't know why he wasn't wasn't in a bulletproof car. I mean, if he had been in a bulletproof car, then the bullets would not have penetrated through the windows, and he would have been alive. But he wasn't in there, and people fired at his car, and he died. But it's not surprising that Ecuador would have this kind of violence. I think it's something to do with, high levels of drug activity in the country. Because after all, Ecuador is in between two countries that produce a large amounts of that are the largest producers of cocaine in South America, or maybe the world. Number one is Colombia, and number two is Peru. And Ecuador is in between Colombia and Peru. So, yeah, a lot of violence is in that place. I thought looking at Ecuador would be a stable place to travel, but it looks like the U.S. Embassies and Canadian embassies are gonna have to put out warnings about Ecuador, about Canadians and Americans traveling, any Westerner like British and Australian traveling to Ecuador. So yeah, it's not looking good for Ecuador. Now, I have to say overall, South America or Latin America is in a bit of turmoil. Because you got Colombia, people are dying, or getting shot, and people are getting murdered and being drugged too, due to some spiking. And Peru is having problems as well. They're going through the same problems, along with Brazil. And I have to say, Venezuela, they're going through a deep economic political turmoil, which has caused a lot of Venezuelans to leave the country and go to Colombia. But yeah, Latin America, or should I say South America, is in turmoil right now. And I made a note to travel to Colombia, but I have to forget Colombia and hold off on Colombia for a bit and maybe go to the continent of Africa. Because there's some countries